On India Global, we now focus on the other big story, the Israel-Iran conflict. Well, viewers, US President Donald Trump has said that he wants a real end to Iran's nuclear ambitions, even as the conflict between Israel and Iran has entered its fifth day. President Trump indicated that he may send senior American officials, including Vice President J.D. Vance and his Middle East envoy, to Tehran for possible talks. He has also requested the National Security Council be prepared in the Situation Room as he is returned from the G7 summit in Canada, and he is expected to take stock, even as he then went on to say that, well, if Iran wants to talk to me, they know where to call him. Now, in the midst of these mixed signals, there is an update that's coming in terms of the actual situation on ground. Israel's defense minister issued a stark warning to Iran's supreme leader, drawing comparisons to Saddam Hussein's fate. Israeli airstrikes have reportedly killed several top Iranian commanders, leaving Khamenei's inner circle in complete disarray. Iran has responded with a massive barrage. Remember, for Iran, its biggest arsenal in its war arsenal is actually the ballistic missiles, the supersonic missiles, to which the Iron Dome of Israel is effective but gets tested. And that is where this war is going. Over 100 missiles and hundreds of drones aimed at Israeli cities were fired. Explosions were reported in Tehran, while attacks near the Strait of Hormuz have raised global alarm with regard to oil supplies, with regard to shipping lines that could be impacted. Diplomacy and destruction are unfolding in parallel. The region now tethers on the edge of a wider war, and India is moving swiftly to ensure the safety of its citizens in Iran is of paramount importance. Amidst the escalating tension in Israel, the Ministry of External Affairs has confirmed that Indian students have been moved out of Tehran, and others are still in the city, are being moved out and are being advised to leave immediately. The Indian Embassy has issued emergency contact numbers. If we have those numbers, let's flash that on our screens, the helpline numbers, so that anybody who's watching this broadcast knows which are the numbers to dial so that they can get in touch with the Ministry of External Affairs helpline and also the Indian Embassy there. India is ensuring that every student stranded there is help is reaching out to them, and they are able to get out and be evacuated safely, even as several countries, including the US, has told its citizens in Israel that it is not in a position to evacuate. Remember that, viewers. America has issued this advisory to its citizens in Israel that it cannot evacuate its citizens. Look at what India is doing. Each and every of our students we want to be in touch with. We want to ensure that all of them are brought back safely and are provided the safe haven and the land evacuation routes. Let's put out those big questions that we are posing right now, and hopefully we'll get an answer to as well. First up, how long will the entire evacuation process take? Remember, a lot of parents are agitated and anxious right now because while they may be able to speak to their children, they don't know how long this entire process is going to take. Let's move ahead. Is Armenia the only possible escape route? They are going to the Armenian border and then coming out, but are there more routes that are being evaluated? Are the authorities talking to each other to ensure that they can expedite this entire process? That's a question that must be going through the minds of the parents as well. What happens to the degrees? Remember, these are all medical students. What happens to their degrees, their courses? When will they go back? Will there be a semester that will be missed? All those are very genuine questions for students who are studying there. From scratch to, will they have to start from scratch, or will they continue? Again, those are questions that every student would be wanting to know, but there are no answers right now. And as far as Israel is concerned, there are a large number of Indians who are in Israel as well. What are the exit routes there? Not that many students there, but there are also a large number of Indians there as well. Let's quickly now rope in guests joining us this evening, Omar Anes, Faizan Nabi, as well as Anath as well, joining us on the broadcast. Anath is from the president of the Israel Asia Chamber of Commerce, joins us live from Tel Aviv. Faizan Nabi is a first-year MBBS student from the Kerman University of Medical Sciences in Iran. And Omar Anes is a Middle East expert, joining us live from Ankara. Okay, Faizan, let me start with you first. I want to understand from you how things are unfolding right now. Is the embassy in touch with you? What are the details that you can share with us in terms of how soon will you be evacuated? Is Faizan with us? Okay, before we get in, Faizan, internet connectivity is a challenge in Iran right now. Let's get in Omar first, and then we get in Faizan at some point of time. Omar, how do you see this entire situation unfolding, and the fact that you have these civilians who are caught in the crossfire?
What I see right now is that Israel is trying to build maximum pressure on Iranian government. Israel is issuing so many warnings. And now the Trump administration seems to be supporting the Israeli view, despite the fact that the Trump administration was not convinced with Israeli suggestions about the fact that Iran might be very close to have a nuclear weapon within 3 or 4 weeks, as it was saying. But one thing I would like to say here is that Israeli agenda is now focused to change the regime in Tehran. And I think that Europeans and, of course, the Americans should also be worried of this agenda, because Iran is not Afghanistan, Iran is not like Iraq. And you can imagine if regime change agenda in Afghanistan brought Taliban back, and in Iraq it brought ISIS, what we are expecting from Iran, it is going to be very disastrous, devastating for the entire region, and especially for India and Pakistan and all of South Asia and Central Asia. So regime change agenda is not going to be the solution which Israel is proposing. In fact, Israel's main agenda is to keep the region extremely unstable, so that from the instability of the region and from the chaos of the region and from bloodshed of the region, Israel can remain the only so-called democracy in the world. And this is a typical colonial mindset which Israel is implementing from taking the cue from...
Israel bashing. It is still a democracy, and it is the only democracy in the region.
No, it is not democracy.
Okay, so elections do happen there. Do let me know if elections happen in any other part of that region. But as I said, this is not about Israel bashing. The question was very simple, straightforward to you, which was about the citizens, Indian citizens who are stranded there, efforts that are being made to get them out of there, and also the latest in terms of the war right now, where Donald Trump has gone back saying that there will be an update in 48 hours. Ms. Annette Bernstein-Rake, I hope I got your pronunciation of your name right. Pardon me if I haven't. But I want to understand from you, how do you see this latest developments unfolding, especially with President Trump indicating that he's going to be speaking to his advisors in the Situation Room. He may be doing so as we speak, with an expectation that maybe some sort of a solution may be found. He said not ceasefire, maybe something permanent. What is it that you think could be the options on the table?
Israel, first, good evening. Israel is seeking to dismantle the capabilities of Iran nuclear program. For that purpose, we're doing the work, but it will be quicker if US will join forces with us, and with their capabilities, we can conclude the work quicker. I'm very, I would say, not comfortable with what my former speaker said about Israel agenda. Israel agenda is not to change the regime. It might be a side effect, but definitely it's not our role to change a regime. Our role is to protect ourselves from a regime that wants to destroy us, and we will not let this happen. There will not be a second Holocaust in the Jewish life. We only want to stop the military nuclear capabilities of Iran and stop manufacturing of missiles which are attacking Israel. Now, they are from Iran, but those missiles the Iranian missiles were used against Israel from Gaza, from Lebanon, from Syria, from Yemen, and now from Iran.
Indeed, multiple fronts opened against Israel, and all of them coordinating. Houthis also said that they are coordinating an attack with Iran on Israel. So that is something that the Houthis have said. Let's get in now. Faizan Nabi with us on the broadcast. Faizan, I want to then speak to you about the latest that's happening right now in terms of your safe passage out of Iran. Where exactly are you right now? Have you spoken to the Indian authorities? What's your next step?
Thank you for taking me up. I am in Kirman, Iran. It is relatively very safe place if we compare it with Tehran or Shiraz. Since day one, since the tensions have arisen, since day one, the embassy has been playing an active role in facilitating our safe passage back to India. We are waiting for their command. As of now, the situation stands like this: those who were in Tehran, every university like Iran University of Medical Science, Tehran University of Medical Science, or Shahid Beheshti, the students of these respective universities, they have been taken to Qom. Qom is another province of Iran. It's relatively safer again. So as of now, they are in Qom. It has been one day. They were taken to Qom the other day in the morning. And students of Shiraz, Arak, they have been taken to a place that's known as Yazd. So far, my university is concerned. We were actually about to start our final exams today, which means 17th of June.
Okay.
But the university has cancelled all the exams till mid of October.
Are you in touch with students who are being evacuated?
Yes.
What are they saying? What is the evacuation passage?
Only one batch of Indian students have been taken out from Iran, which means they have been evacuated. That is a batch who were from Armenia University of Medical Science. Armenia shares a border with Armenia, so 90 to 100 students have been evacuated, and I think they will be flying to India in a day or two.
Mm-hmm. And you will continue to stay there, right? Because you feel that you don't need to be evacuated.
No, for the uncertainty, the fear, the horror, it is same. If you talk to a student in Kirman or you talk to a student in Tehran, we are horrified, we are traumatized, as equal as our parents. And for students who are in Kirman, we were actually advised to tuck up our bags. That's done. We were advised to pack our bags. And since till morning, it was the plan that we will be relocated to Yazd. But following that order, a more order came up that says that we have to stay here in Kirman, and in a day or two, we will be directly evacuated from Kirman.
Okay. Quick closing comments from the other two guests as we wrap things up. Omer, how soon do you see this ending, given, as I said, the Trump administration is looking at some permanent solution?
I think Iran is still willing to have a direct communication with the Trump administration and to secure some sort of assurance, because Iran was very serious, and Iran was, it was Trump administration's initiative to have a negotiated outcome. So okay. Iran is, I think, looking an opportunity.
All right. And Ms. Annette, what do you say about the possible solution that the Trump administration may come out with?
We look forward to peace. If via negotiation we can terminate the military nuclear program, definitely it's welcomed in anything. We seek peace. That's what we want. We want to create IT. We want to have an high-tech nation. Our hands are sent to peace. And if Trump is able to do it, we say welcome, inshallah.
Absolutely. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining us.